I was completely without water, and all of our crew had gone back to get water. I'm in a foreign country. I'm in Dubai. We're not allowed to film in this area. And one of the security guards approaches me and he's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "You're not really shooting a movie, are you? Because that's illegal." And I remember that I lied in that moment. And that's when I realized that my love of film was beyond obsession.
Don Lotz.
Daniel Lotz.
Dan Lotz. He's got a new movie out.
My dad was more of a movie watcher, and he inspired me to watch movies that I was absolutely not supposed to be watching at the age of 6 or 7. I remember he put on Predator one time, and I was absolutely terrified for the rest of that year. I was completely scared to even look underneath my bed because I thought the Predator was going to get me. What I really want to do is try to reinvent the film studio. You got a lot of good companies out there, A24, Neon, but what they're doing is on such a big scale that if they make one film that doesn't make its budget back, it's a whole problem. What I want to do is take the model of creator-made, of auteur-inspired films to the YouTube sphere, to make and produce films for such a cheap budget that any movie that we make is bound to succeed as long as it has the right promotion. I really think there's a huge market, and when I started making films years ago, I started releasing them for free on YouTube, and I really saw a benefit to doing this because I really think going straight to the consumer is so important. So that's one thing that I really want to prioritize with the making of my new film studio. So right now I'm working on my newest film, Cacophony, which is a horror film. It's kind of like John Carpenter meets Spielberg, and I'm really excited to see what I can do. I don't think we've had a really good classic like 1980s style horror film in a long time. And those are the type of movies that really got me into films. So I'm really prioritizing that kind of vision when I'm making these films, is that I want to bring back what I loved about making movies. And I think there's so much potential, and we just need to get there. And the only way to get there is to do it on spec, to do it because we love it and because we want to push the medium forward. I think right now so many of these studios are just based on budget and how much money they can make. And then if they don't make that money, they just go away. But if we build a studio that's kind of creator-based and know that there's a chance of failure, I think that at least frees us to do, whatever we want to. My film studio is called Pearlmark. It's basically the mashing of Pearl and Mark, two different names that are really important to me in my life, my dad and my unborn daughter. And I came up with this name and it just felt right. So I've made 2 films under my Pearlmark logo. Right now, my film Chlorine Kills, and then One of Us Must Die Tonight. Both films are kind of dark, gloomy movies with really hopeful, I think, optimistic endings about, humanity trying to find common ground, to find love, to find hope in a place of darkness. I think most people who see me make movies know that I work with a lot of the similar collaborators. One thing with Pearlmark is this is really like a solo album for me. This is like me going out on my own to do my own project. I know Joel Dick is someone who's really associated with me. This is a project that I'm kind of going in alone. Specifically with me and Joel. Joel's going to be taking a step back from the channel. I'm going to be really working forward to building this studio. I always think of like the Beatles when like Paul McCartney went out and made Ram on his own. Like there is still greatness amongst doing like a solo project. So I'm really excited to take this and expand what I know about cinema, what I know about making movies, and hopefully bring this to a totally new audience that never really saw my work from before. And I think this solo project is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to be really excited to make this a reality. Last year, I got to have an amazing experience in Dubai with one of the greatest working filmmakers of our generation, which is Joel Haver. He's a friend of mine, personal friend, and I knew him way before he kind of had any sort of clout or respect. And it was just such an amazing experience to be in a foreign country, to be in the Middle East, to shoot a movie. And my goals with reinventing the film studio, I think, really started there, because I was like, wow, it's so powerful what you can do with just a few people, a camera, and a cool location. And I would love to expand to that kind of belief system, that I can go anywhere, shoot a movie, bring an amazing script or a story idea, and then just collaborate with some really fun, awesome people. And that's what I want to do. And I want to connect people that have never really worked together to make something special and unique. I think that movie really blended me, Joel, and Zayd's style, three people who had really never worked together up until that point, into one awesome, unique little movie. My goal is to really change the landscape of how films are made, how we as creators and the creator economy mixes with filmmaking. We're kind of at a crazy time right now where AI is making everything so much scarier for the film industry. And I think this is where the creator economy can really shine. By making cool, unique, and low budget works, I think you're going to see a lot more of Hollywood turning to AI, and you're going to see a lot more of independent filmmakers turning to real productions. And I think you're going to meet this convergence where it's going to be just about as affordable to make an AI movie in Hollywood as it is an independent production. And I think you're going to see that point where it's maybe possible that the independent creator sort of sneaks in there, because Hollywood really isn't making films anymore. They're all AI and AI influence. So I think that's one thing that's really special about what we're doing here, is that I think we're future-proofing our work a little bit, because I think everyone's going to be embracing AI in the moment, and I think it's going to be a little unique to be doing films with real people in the future.